Hello, lovely. I have a channeled message for you from your divine masculine. Let's bless and shuffle and find out what it is they want you to know. This has something to do with why they kept you hanging in the balance, why they weren't open, truly open to sharing time with you and what they've learned in the process. And as you can see, he is forging a ring. Hold on. Ten of Wands. They're fully aware of how much work you put in to keep this connection going. I think it's like they dreamt of it or something. This sounds strange, but like they could see you, like they were watching through someone else's eyes, or they could see something happening. And it just started to click for them. I get this kind of like waking up. So I can't tell if this is a dream or a part of their awakening process. Wow. The Fool. Wanting a new beginning. And wanting, I think, to start this new beginning off with trust. This card. The pain. There is this question sometimes, and maybe you don't have it, but I know I have some clients who have this question of why wasn't I good enough then? If we're going to be together one day, then why aren't we together now? What's going to make me better then than I am already, or than I was when we met, when we first connected? So this is a new beginning coming off and saying, all right, there's something that I need you to know. Whoa, let's get a spread laid out here. Woo! Okay, that's the card that was supposed to come out, but I kind of shoved it back in. Oh my goodness. If your divine masculine made any excuses in the beginning of why you couldn't be together, what was some of the stuff that they told you? All right, so overall, wow. So we've got Justice and the Fool. After weighing and measuring and lifting up the darkness, the dark thoughts, the lies, the illusions, something is revealing truth to the divine masculine, helping them to see the brand new day. Wow. And there's the light, the Queen of Swords. This is a shift in perspective. What in the world? Angel. You're there, Angel. What is it? Okay. All right, Grace. Just... You'll know how I get. Instant curiosity. Okay, divine masculine. I'm here. What have you been hiding from your divine feminine from the very beginning? What have you only just realized? What is it that you lie to yourself about even? Let's do this. I had given up on the idea of love a long time ago. I thought that my chance for love and romance and something more had already faded away and was done. I didn't even give you a real chance. I tried to paint you as someone you weren't to make me feel better about doing that. And I tried to ignore the feelings that I had for you by telling myself that it was more about how you felt about me. I felt like you had put a spell on me in a way, or like you were doing things and going out of your way to make me feel good. And that wasn't love in my mind. That was manipulation. I felt like you wanted something from me. I felt like you were trying to trick me into something, and that you were just using your feminine wiles, and that it was nothing within me, nothing I actually liked or cared about or wanted, and that it was more about the chase, that I was more interested in the feeling that I had and the dynamic that we shared, but not actually establishing anything with you. I denied it because I didn't like the fact that you seemed so powerful and I felt so powerless, and so I pushed you away. I didn't realize that that was really going to affect my path, the path I had expected to move forward on. And when I realized that the light wasn't going away, that the sun wasn't setting on our love, I felt again like you were just trying to drag me back into something that I didn't want. I could not even fathom, I could not imagine that it was me too, that it was both of us, that it was what we were sharing, that it was real. I told myself that you were just trying to accomplish a goal, because that's where I was. Everything I did was calculated, and not much of it was authentic. Everything I did was for this end goal that I had of these achievements that I wanted to see myself, reaching goals and all these things. And I kept trying to make you into me. And the more I recognized that we had in common, the more I figured you were just like me in the worst possible ways, because that's all I could see in myself. I couldn't see that there were things about me that I could use for bad, but I could also use for good. Because I was using them for negative things, I just thought that they were negative traits. And to know someone that was so similar to me, there was just something about it that it was almost too easy to paint that picture. It was almost too easy to set that up in my mind, to tell you that this wasn't real and that I was on to you. I knew what you were up to all along. What scared me is when I started to see a future with you. And it was weird because sometimes it would be the future of the path I was already on. I could see you being the Bonnie to my Clyde. I could see you being a ride or die and staying with me, staying true to me, and living this life of negativity with me. But I also felt like I was like corrupting you, and that if we took it too far in that way, you would realize your mistake and you would leave me. And I was determined to leave you first. But I was also having these weird visions and dreams of the good life with you. A healthy life, a real life, a life worth living, a life where I was a good person and you made me better. And that together we were a force to be reckoned with. We were different. I was different because you were there. And I was happy. And I hated it. Because the more I stood in your presence, the more I was hopeful that there could be something good at the end of this rainbow. And that upset me because I had given up on good things a long time ago. And it was like you were proving me wrong. You were making me think that everything I had done to get myself to where I was all foolishness. You were making me feel like the path that I was on was just a waste of my time and my life. And that is where I had to make a choice. And I didn't like it, but I needed to make that choice. I needed to choose me. Because if I chose you, that meant I was going to choose us. And I wouldn't have complete control. And I couldn't do that. I couldn't be a fool ever again. And here I am, a fool in love. You blindsided me. There's no one else in this world like you. How was I supposed to know that you were real? That was authentically you? That you really just wanted to love me? How was I supposed to believe any of that? And you came in at a point where I had just a little bit sooner and I might have believed you. A little bit sooner and everything would have been different. And I felt like that was proof in itself that this wasn't real. If we were meant to be together, we would have been. And so I chose me. And I lost. Big time. It was the worst decision I ever made. Not just because I lost you, and I lost out on the chance to be happy and to have that feeling that I thought wasn't possible, but because of everything that happened by me leaning into this belief that there was only bad, that there was only fear, that there was only negative. Ever since then, all I could think about was the worst outcome. I was more angry than I'd ever been before. I was so upset. And I really just believed that it was because I had gotten thrown off my path for a little bit, but I realize now it's because I knew I made the wrong choice. And all I could really do was live with it. And I felt like everything that I was supposed to do, everything I was supposed to have was now on the other side of this deep valley that I was too afraid to travel. It's like I met you in that valley and I had a chance to reach new heights of love and happiness and positivity. But I thought all that was so stupid because it would only lead back down to the bottom. I had no idea that there was something on the other side of that mountaintop. That there was a whole world of goodness. I couldn't see that. And now I'm so exhausted from trying to climb this mountain. I thought that I could make it. I thought I could do something with this, but it's just so bad. And I haven't been happy for such a long time. And my life is terrible, and my family life is terrible, and my friendships are worthless. And I feel even further from my dreams. And the problem is, all that time I was traveling in a very specific direction. This was the goal, and now I'm here, and I don't have anything else driving me forward. This entire life that I've been living has been built on lies. And I don't even know how to get back, because if I were you, I wouldn't meet me in the middle. That was our chance, and I blew it. And now I'm standing here looking at my kingdom and this barren wasteland, and I'm just I'm overwhelmed because I don't know what to do next. And I feel really small. And there are parts of me that I've never paid attention to that are broken and in really deep need of healing, and I don't know the first place to start. I messed up bad. I don't think I've made such a terrible choice since I was young. Not one that I would admit was bad, not one that I could obviously see was stupid. And the more I sit here, the more I look at myself in shame. And I'm at a point here where I just feel like I'm so close to some breakthrough, but it's too late. Why can't I stop dreaming about you? Why can't I stop feeling you like you're right there? It's like you're a ghost or something. You're haunting me. And what terrifies me is that I'll take it. I'll take it. Because at least I have you in some way. I lost the most important thing in my life. And right now it just feels like there is a spotlight on my stupidity and everything I've lost. And it seems like when it counts the least, now I'm more ready than ever. For you. For us. I came up here to build something beautiful. And deep down I know I wanted to impress you so bad. I wanted to prove to you that my way was better. And now I have nothing. Except visions of you. Dreams of us. And the heart of a fool.